Europa League PAOK vs Shamrock Rovers. Prediction, team news, lineups preview. PAOK welcome Shamrock Rovers to the Tumba Stadium in Greece for the first leg of their Europa League playoff tie on Thursday night. The winners of this two-legged tie will qualify for the newly expanded 36-team Europa League, while the losers will drop down into the Europa Conference League. Match preview. PAOK had ambitions of qualifying for the main stage of the Champions League earlier this month, but those hopes were quashed after they suffered a 6-5 aggregate defeat to Malmö in the third qualifying round last week. Following a 2-2 first-leg draw in Sweden, PAOK were on the cusp of winning the second leg and edging through on aggregate, until Nils Zetterström netted a dramatic 96th-minute equalizer for Malmö to level the thrilling contest at 3-3. Anders Christensen then scored 9 minutes into extra time to send the Greek hosts packing. Razvan Lucescu's side have been given a European lifeline, though, as they have dropped down into the Europa League playoffs. While they managed to quickly shake off their Champions League disappointment by beating Panathinaikos 3-2 in their opening match of the new Greek Super League season last weekend. PAOK were made the work for maximum points, but Stefan Schwab scored 2 penalties either side of a strike from Magomed Ozdayev to help the reigning Greek champions begin the defense of their crown in positive fashion. The Aspra Mavri, who reached the Conference League quarter-finals last season, now have their eyes set on reaching the Europa League proper for the first time since competing in the 2020-21 group stage. Shamrock Rovers remain on course to qualify for the Europa League proper for just the second time in their history, after they beat Celje 3-2 on aggregate in the third qualifying round last week. Despite losing the first leg 1-0 in Slovenia, the Hoops battled their way back into the contest and required extra time to win 3-1 in last Thursday's reverse fixture on home soil. With Graham Burke coming off the substitutes bench to net the decisive goal 6 minutes into the additional 30. Shamrock are now guaranteed European football this term, as defeat to PAOK would still see them drop down into the Conference League. They have become the first Irish club to reach the main stage of any European competition on 3 occasions. Head coach Stephen Bradley was thrilled to get one over Celje's arrogant manager Albert Riera, formerly of Liverpool, in his playing days, and believes that Shamrock's special success will only benefit the League of Ireland Premier Division. Shamrock currently sit 5th in the Irish top-flight standings and 10 points behind the summit with a game in hand on leaders Shelbourne. But they were not in domestic action last weekend and have instead had a full week to rest and prepare for Thursday's encounter with PAOK. Team news. PAOK currently have a clean bill of health with Johnny Otto, Baba Rahman and Tyson all returning to training this week after spells on the sidelines through injury. However, the hosts will be without highly rated centre-back Konstantinos Kouliarakis, who is surprisingly the club's top scorer so far this term with 3 goals in 5 games, as he has agreed to join Bundesliga side Wolfsburg. Ivan Nosberg could therefore start alongside Tomasz Kedziora in the heart of defence, while the likes of Schwab, Andrija Zivkovic and Jonas Konstantelias are also expected to be named in the first 11. As for Shamrock, Johnny Kenny and Rory Gaffney are both making progress in their recovery from injury, but they will not be involved on Thursday. The latter is set to return to the first-team fold next week. Bradley has confirmed that striker Aaron Green and defender Roberto Lopez are both nursing knocks, so they will be assessed ahead of kickoff. Burke became Shamrock's record goalscorer in Europe 8 when he netted the decisive strike against Celje last week. And the 30-year-old is in contention to start on Thursday, while Danny Mandroiu, who has rejoined the club on a short-term deal, could also feature in some capacity. PAOK possible starting lineup: Katarski, Sostre, Kedziora, Nosberg, Baba, Ozdayev, Schwab, Zivkovic, Konstantelias, Tyson, Brandon. Shamrock Rovers possible starting lineup: Poles, Cleary, Lopez, Hoare, Honohan, Watts, O'Neill, Clark, Nugent, Farrugia, Green. We say, PAOK 2-1 Shamrock Rovers. Shamrock will travel to Greece in buoyant mood and Bradley will have faith in his side claiming at least a share of the spoils on Thursday. However, They may find it difficult to keep PAOK quiet in front of goal. They have already scored 12 goals in 5 competitive games this term, and with that in mind, we can see the hosts coming out on top. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.